time for another Tuesday tip about sleep. So last week we talked about artificial light in general, and actually I have to correct myself. So our earliest ancestors were actually on Earth 6 million years ago. I think I said 2 in the video. That was wrong. 6 million. But this week I want to talk about a different kind of electric light that is even more recent, which is blue light. So when light bulbs started out, they were incandescent, which means they were on the red to yellow spectrum because they used heat to heat a coil of wire. So it basically mimicked fire, right? Like it's very similar in terms of the way it heats that wire. Now we use totally different technology. And that technology tends to give us light that is more towards a blue spectrum. And that's much harder on our eyes. And not only is it much harder, we tend to stare straight at it. So it's not just light in the background. We literally stare at a screen that emits blue light most of our lives, right? I'm staring at one right now as I speak. So this is the pot calling the kettle black, right? This is our computers, our TVs, our smartphones, our tablets. All of those things emit blue light. So research has shown that eye damage happens in the spectrum between 415 nanometers and 455 nanometers. And the blue light that's emitted by screens, smartphones, that sort of thing is somewhere between 400 and 490 nanometers. So that's right in that like detriment to your eyes range. And also, blue light, especially at night, has been shown to decrease melatonin production in a number of studies. And so these studies have a variety of different recommendations. Some recommend stopping your blue light exposure 2 hours before bed, and some recommend 3 hours before bed. There's other things you can do as well. You can augment your melatonin. So the reason that this is detrimental to your sleep in part is because it does just drop that melatonin through the floor. And so adding in some melatonin, first stop the blue light, right? Like don't try to cheat the system here. It doesn't work like that. Stop the blue light a couple hours before bed, add in some extra melatonin at bedtime, and see if you can counteract. Also, if you get bright light exposure in the morning, best is sunlight, but if you can't do sunlight, okay, well, you've got plenty of blue lights around that you can stare into. Then it helps to reset that circadian rhythm, right? And get your body used to like, this is wake up time because the lights are crazy and they're on. And this is sleep time because the lights are not on. We don't have those blue lights and the melatonin is coming in. Also, to counteract some of the eye damage, so blue light exposure is linked to macular degeneration with age. So to counteract some of that, you can also, boost your antioxidants. Any antioxidants are helpful, but some of the carotenoids that really, really help are retinal specific, like lutein and zeaxanthine, will be really helpful as well. And they're not only helpful for your retina. Lutein is the one that's so studied for prostate cancer and prostate health and that sort of thing. Sorry, mosquitoes. And so those will really help with your eye health as well. But blue light, not your friend, especially if you're having sleep trouble. So get rid of that 2 to 3 hours before bed. Okay, thanks.